అదే శ్రీహిత్ స్కూల్ కి వెళ్ళట్లేదు కొంచెం. ఒకవేళ ఫోన్ చేస్తారేమో నీకు చేస్తా ఉంటారుగా అని చెప్దామని చేశాను.
సరే
నువ్వు ఎప్పుడు వస్తున్నావు ఈ వీక్?
వస్తా.
ఎప్పుడు
అది తెలీదు, రేపు చెబుతాను ఎప్పుడైద్ది అనేది.
సరేలే.
అది ఇలా టైం టేబుల్ వచ్చిందిగా.
వచ్చింది 17 నుండి.
అదేలే
అనుకునిందే అప్పుడు ఉంటుంది.
అవునవును. ఓకే
సరే.
హలో సురేష్ సార్.
చెప్పు రోహిత్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. మెసేజ్ పెట్టున్నావు అంటున్నా.
అదే సార్ వీడియో రికార్డింగ్ క్లాస్ నోట్స్ నా వరకన్నా పంపండి సార్.
ఒరే నాకు టైం సరిపోవట్లేదురా బాబు.
ఎట్లా షిఫ్ట్ లో ఉండి క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవుతుంది నాకు సార్, నోట్స్ రాసుకోవడానికి అవ్వట్లా.
నీకు ఇప్పుడు మెయిల్ వచ్చేస్తా చూడు రికార్డింగ్. నిన్న మెయిల్ వచ్చిందా రికార్డింగ్?
దాంట్లో అయితే ఏం రాలేదు సార్ మాది. రాలేదు సార్ మెయిల్.
వస్తుందని చెప్పాడు.
జస్ట్ ఇన్విటేషన్ వచ్చింది అంతే మీటింగ్ కి.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు నుంచి రికార్డింగ్స్ వస్తాయని చెప్పాడు.
ఓకే.
గ్రూప్ లో జాయిన్ అవ్వమని పెట్టు అందరూ. ఓకే. Machine learning, right? Machine learning, we have broadly 3 kinds of algorithms. How many kinds of algorithms? One is supervised, unsupervised. Under the supervised, we have broadly classified into classification models and regression models. regression models. Whereas unsupervised, we have clustering algorithms. In the supervised, we have a input features and output features. Output features. Regression problem, right? Regression. Regression, your output variables for any machine learning models, output variables for regression for machine learning models, one is continuous variable and discrete variables and binary outcome. Binary outcomes. Binary outcomes we known as this classification. These two we call it as regression problem. Regression problem. Regression problem. Regression problem. The regression problem input x will be passed to f of x, then y. Y can be continuous or can be categorical or discrete. Input, then a function f of x, if it is continuous, what is continuous variable, Rohit? Satish, what is continuous variable and discrete variable? What is continuous and discrete? Rohit, what is continuous variable? Rohit, what is continuous variable? Continuous variable.
But like continuous means it will allow decimal points. Discrete means it won't allow any decimal points.
Decimal points. The example is predicting of house price, predicting of a sales. These are what? Continuous variables.
What?
Continuous variables. Then discrete variable. Example for discrete variable. Predicting the number of customers visits the website and predicting the number of potential users for market campaign market campaign. This value will produce discrete number. This also will produce discrete number. All right. This is a part of what? This is part of regression. This is the part of regression. The goal of regression input f of x function y. So we need to map input to the output. The goal of regression is to learn mapping the input and output variables. Output variables. The goal is input and output. This f of x function will map the input to the output. Goal of f of x function is map the input to the output function. Goal is mapping of input to the output function. And types of regression algorithms. Types of regression algorithms. Under this, we have linear regression, ridge regression, lasso regression, elastic net regression, k nearest neighbor regression, decision tree regression, and these all are decision tree, random forest regression, C-boost regression, ADA boost, gradient boosting regressor, and ADA boost regression. These all are produce the continuous values as a output. And then we have the discrete also, right? Discrete regressors. Discrete regressor, under this discrete, we have Poisson regression and generalized linear models. These are very, very important. Very important. Very, very important. Guys, so far is clear? So far is clear or not clear?
Yes, Suresh. Yeah.
Naveen, is it clear or not clear?
Yes, Suresh, clear.
Okay.
Hello, Suresh sir. సార్ ఒకసారి ఇంట్రడక్షన్ కొంచెం బ్రీఫ్ గా చెప్పరా సార్?
ఏం చెప్పాలి రోహిత్ చెప్పు.
అది లైక్ మీరు రిగ్రెషన్ అవి ఇంట్రడక్షన్ చూపించారు కదా సార్, అది
Maybe
types-
kind of recap.
రీక్యాప్ చేస్తారా? ఆగురా.
కాదు సార్, అంటే ఈ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ రిగ్రెషన్ కి ముందు చెప్పారు కదా సార్.
ఒరే నేను చెప్తాను ఆగురా. లీనియర్ రిగ్రెషన్. The linear regression is the basic of ML algorithms. Linear regression is, again we have a types. One is simple linear regression. Multiple linear regression. In aim of regression is to map the input to the output, mapping between the input and output variables, mapping input and output variables. So input will have a f of x function, then you will have an out. So if simple linear regression is one input, one output. Sir, you are talking about regression. There will be only one output? No. In regression also, we can estimate multiple outputs. That also we will see. So if one input, then we are having the f of x function, we'll get an y value. So one input and one output. Your f of x function will be your mx plus c. What is this? mx plus c. This formally we can rewrite it as b0 plus b1x. This is the equation of the line. Equation of what? Line. In a real world scenario, we never get one input and one output. There is no point of learning simple linear equation. Okay, simple linear regression. In regular world, we want to map input to the output, where input has multiple features, output also multiple features. Input is this and output also multiple features. Right. If let us imagine one input, one output, then f of x is the function, y equal to b0 plus b1x, because it's in a single line of equation. If more than one input. More than one input. Now this will be B1 X, B2 X2, right? And so on, Bn Xn. Okay. Again, the question is here. When do we use linear regression model? When do we prefer to use linear regression models? When input and output is having linear relationship. Enti? Linear relationships. Input and output is having what? Linear relationships. Right? So, now, what is the goal here? X is the input and f of x is a function, the y is output. So, f of x is defined as b0 plus b1x, hence y equal to mx plus c, where x and y are linearly, y and x are linear. It meaning of that, if the x value is increases, y value increases. Then we form a line and we see how it is fitting of a goodness, right? How it is fitting to the good. Okay, clear. So now, what are the unknown parameters
If
here?
you don't mind, would you please explain what is this M, C, and then B zeros?
That's what I'm coming here. So M is a slope, C is an intercept. In y equal to mx plus c, M is a slope, C is an intercept. For a linear equation, if it is on a linear, so it has the M and C. Slope is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Intercept formula ende. What is the formula for intercept? Navin, chaptava? Navin?
Sorry. Hello?
Chaptava.
It's like summation of y by total number of data points minus summation of coefficient. Is it correct? I don't remember it.